My name is Dr. Anette Okoth from Kenya. I'm a lecturer at Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology. My area of specialization is statistics. I belong to cohort 7 of the ASLP. Right here at the university, I'm the secretary to the African Women in Science and Engineering. That's an organization that is domiciled at Masinde Muliro University of Science and Engineering that brings together women scientists and engineers for mentorship of upcoming scientists and researchers. My expectation was like any other workshop I have attended before. One thing I expected was that I would be put in a class of participants and the facilitators are in their own class and they're hammering us with a lot of things. That is the traditional way here in Kenya. That is the traditional way in which a workshop is run. So that's what I expected. However, our first session was online, and I think it blew my mind off because of many things. I want to say I got far beyond what I expected to get out of this workshop. One, the people, our facilitators were just awesome. I learned something very unique, that all of us are the same. We play on a level playing ground. There is no facilitator, there is no attendee. That all of us are treated the same way. So the people were awesome. The tools. My most favorite tool, I use it to date every time I have an opportunity to speak at a workshop, at a conference, is Picasso in the bag. It's a beautiful tool because it tells us that we are all different and that in our diversities, we can focus on our goal and be able to achieve it. The collective leadership tool. The 10 post-it notes. This was done by Leshe. I'll never forget. And if I may say something more about Leshe's 10 post-it notes, the notes would look like they're obstacles. Actually, Leshe talked about the obstacles that propelled him to where he is. And looking back at my life, looking back at the lives of the people I speak to, I mentor, we leverage that. We look at the little, big obstacles we have had to encounter at one point or another in life, and we have leveraged on those obstacles and they have propelled us to great heights. The PPCO. That's a powerful tool even for teaching in class. So the tools were just awesome. The people were awesome. The practical nature of the workshop. You know, most of the time you attend a workshop and when you leave, you forget everything about that workshop. But believe you me, I have never forgotten a single thing about this SLP workshop. I implement everything to date. So yes, it was mind-blowing. It went beyond my expectation. This fellowship, for one, opened for me doors. I do facilitation a lot at workshops. I hold conferences with high school students, primary school students, teachers of high schools, I have been approached to speak at conferences by teachers, and I have leveraged on the tools I learned at the ASLP. ASLP opened for me more opportunities for training. Just last year in September, I had an opportunity to train with the Africa Research Excellence Fund. They trained researchers on leadership and grant proposal writing. I was selected among health practitioners. I'm not a health practitioner myself. I'm a statistician. I know statistics is multidisciplinary, but I was selected among the health professionals to undergo this training. It's all because of the ASLP. Just this year, in the month of March, I had an opportunity to undergo another training on leadership by the National Institutes of Health and Research. That is big. And all these opportunities are coming as a result of the ASLP. I've been able now to get into research consortia with people from diverse fields, with people from diverse countries, with people from diverse areas of specialization, and that for me is big. Elon Musk's story. Like I said, the first session for the 7th cohort was a virtual session. And one of the things we were exposed to was the Elon Musk's story. And there are 6 lessons that one can draw from Elon Musk's story. The first thing he says is do not follow money. And number 2, follow your passion. Number 3, think big. Number 4, take risks. Number 5, ignore critics. And number 6, enjoy the journey. And this has become so like me, because in this journey, there will always be critics. In this journey, if you choose not to enjoy the journey, you don't achieve. So every small milestone, you just make a deliberate and intentional resolve to enjoy every step of the journey. Not that there will be no obstacles, there will be obstacles, but you trust the process and believe in yourself. One great lesson I learned out of the Elon Musk story is that all of us are our own versions of Elon Musk. Elon Musk may have achieved big things, but I look at myself and tell myself, I am my own Elon Musk. I'm gonna make my own achievements in my own right as my own Elon Musk. So yes, Elon Musk's story was my aha moment. I don't know which one to talk about and leave out which one. Right from my family level, I apply like almost all the tools. The collective leadership model is big for me at this level. Generous listening, because at this level, I'm a leader. As a leader, I have to employ the collective leadership strategy for us to move on, because I cannot do it alone. So at family level, I also discovered that all my children are different. The Picasso in the bag, one lesson I learn every time I'm using Picasso in the bag is that all of us are different. We will all have different voices over the same issue, and all those voices matter a lot. So all my children are different. All of them are a Picasso in the bag. And so I treat them as they come. Now, I teach, I do research, I supervise. At this level, the PPCO is a powerful tool. Even when we are doing departmental meetings, and I want to say I'm so grateful for this, because my colleagues are able to listen to me. Whenever there's an argument, we start with the pluses, the potentials, the concerns, and the overcomes. We never rush to judgment. This is in teaching, research, departmental meetings. There is one thing that is so close to my heart. This, I remember, was presented by Priscilla, the personal boardroom. This I use a lot whenever I'm facilitating workshops for teachers, for students, for corporates. We must all at one time or another and retreat to our own personal boardrooms and ask ourselves, do I need all these people in my personal boardroom? Or are there just some characteristics that I need? Very important question. And most of the time it has come out that we don't need all the people we have around us in our personal boardrooms. And the leaner we make them, the better. So that we are only going with the people that will contribute positively towards our journey in development. For me, an African science leader is an influencer. An influencer not seated in the ivory towers, but an influencer who is a team player. And as an influencer, you don't have to wait to be given a position of influence for you to influence. I can create influence right where I am, using the tools that I am in my own right. So I look at an African science leader as a person who is ready to do what must be done at the time it must be done, because there's so much to be done to solve the challenges we encounter in the African continent. So a person who is ready to do what must be done at the time it must be done, because timing is very critical. Whether he or she likes it or not, no attitude, zero attitude, and do it excellently well. I have a simple message for fellow Africans that the problems we have solutions right in Africa and with us. Let's collectively ignite action by inspiring leadership, the kind of leadership that is inclusive and selfless. Magical.